Hola and welcome to today's ProSpanish lesson. I'm going to show you in a minute just how quickly you can learn Spanish vocabulary, but more importantly, how you can then put that into very useful sentences. So you'll finish the lesson with a great new learning method, plus a lot of new ready-to-use conversational Spanish. Okay, so let's get started. More advanced subscribers, you may wish to skip forward to the time frame that comes up on the screen now, or stick with us for the extra practice. Okay, so these are the words that we're going to learn for today's lesson. I'll show you in a minute how you can add your own words for whatever vocabulary you're learning, and this is freely available. Just go down the right-hand menu towards the bottom of the ProSpanish site, and you can add whatever verbs you want or whatever vocabulary you want. In this case, we haven't got verbs, we've got mainly adjectives. Okay, so this is how it goes. Start learning.
Está roto.
And our first word, so it's broken, is está roto. Okay, so we're going to look at that. Okay, está roto. Click on the box to make it go away, and then click once on the microphone to test ourselves. Está roto. And it comes up as correct. So go on to our next word.
Está frío.
So we've got it's cold is está frío. So just get it in your head for a second. It's cold, está frío. Get rid of it. Test. Está frío. Okay, and now you can see the main feature of this brilliant learning machine is that we're constantly looping back. We're back here to está roto, or let's click and está roto. It's broken, so now we can go on to our new words. So we know we're up to speed.
Está caliente.
So it's hot, está caliente. Click to make it go away. Click the microphone to test. Está caliente. Okay, and we've got to go back to show that we still know these ones. Now, how about if we go back and it's broken? We'll think, oh, it's broken. What was that? I really can't remember it. Okay, it's okay. You can just click on.
Está roto.
And it says the word again. And it comes up and you click it away again. And you think, okay, I need it again.
Está roto.
And off again. And now we can say está roto. And to the next one. Está frío. Okay, so we've got it's broken, está roto, it's cold, está frío, it's hot, está caliente. I'm whizzing through this quite quickly. Obviously, when you do this by yourself, using the application on the site, take as long as you want, and you may have more vocabulary to learn. So, next word.
Está lleno.
So, it's full, está lleno. So, you might want to hear it again, so just click it off and on again.
Está lleno.
Está lleno. Okay, off. Está lleno. Okay, and of course, the great thing about this is you're practicing your pronunciation at the same time, and if you get the pronunciation wrong, you'll just have to listen again and try again. So let's have a go at that slightly off pronunciation for it's broken. Está roto. Okay, it didn't like it's Rachel, so that's still wrong. Let's try again. So we don't have to clear that. I mean, we can do it, but we can just click. Está roto. No, it still didn't like that, so let's try it a bit better. Está roto. And that's fine. And if we don't want to use the microphone, we can type it in. Let's write it in there. Está, we'll need the accent. Está frío. Okay. Está caliente. Okay, next word.
Está vacío.
So it's empty. Está vacío. Think of it a bit like vacant or vacuum. Está vacío. It's empty. In fact, a vacuum is vacío, un vacío, a vacuum. It's empty, está vacío. Está vacío. Okay, and to the top again. I'll start whizzing through these a bit quicker. This is mainly to give you the idea and to get most of the vocabulary so that we can do the rest of the lesson. And you'll be able to see in a few minutes just how useful this vocabulary is when we combine it with some structure. Está roto. It's cold. Está frío. It's hot. Está caliente. Está lleno. And the next word.
Está libre.
Again, this is free in the sense of not occupied. This doesn't mean free as in it doesn't cost anything, but it's free, it's not occupied. So the seat. So this will be very useful, and people often may ask this question if there's not many seats and they need to borrow one for perhaps to sit on an outside terrace in a bar, and they'll say, ¿Está libre? Is it free? So it's free, está libre. Está libre. Okay, let's whiz through these. Está roto. Está frío. Está caliente. Está lleno. Está vacío. Okay, last two.
Está sucio.
So it's dirty. Está sucio. Está sucio. Está sucio. Está roto. Está frío. Está caliente. Está lleno. Está vacío. Está libre. And on to our final one.
Está bien.
So it's okay. Está bien. Está bien. So it's fine. It's okay. Está bien. Está bien. And let's prove that we can do all the others. Está roto. Está frío. Está caliente. Está lleno. Está vacío. Está libre. Está libre. Está sucio. And we are all done. Okay, so now this is where the kind of magic happens, where we put the language that you've just learnt, the vocabulary you've just learnt, into some really useful structures. I'll just take a quick pause there while I mention our very popular Levels 1 to 6 course. This takes the complete beginner or near beginner right up to a conversational level of Spanish in a series of very easy to follow steps. So any of my videos that can be found on YouTube are supplementary or standalone videos, whereas the main Levels 1 to 6 course is not available anywhere else. It's not available on YouTube, and this is very much a step-by-step program, all still delivered by the same teacher, by myself. And while the style is very similar to what you've been used to from the videos on this channel, the key difference is that every lesson builds carefully on the previous lessons so that you can feel the progress of going from very little or no Spanish up to a level where you can confidently hold a conversation in Spanish. And to get you to conversational fluency even quicker than before, I've added a unique innovation to the site. With this boost system, you can go back over the lesson content, you can check the key structures you've learned, practice listening, test your pronunciation, and massively speed up your fluency.
Quiero hacerlo hoy.
That's available exclusively from ProSpanish.co.uk. And back to our lesson. So you can see that on the right-hand side, in the blue column, these are the adjectives that we've learnt. Roto, broken, frío, cold. And we just learnt these with está roto, it's broken. Está frío, it's cold. Okay, so let's look at these structures on the left. So está, it's, that's what we've been learning already. So we can say está bien. It's okay, it's fine. The negative is nice and easy. It's not. No está. No está bien. It's not okay. No está. The next one is it's still. Aún está. Aún está. It's still. So still is aún. Aún está. It's still. And then finally we've got ya no está. Ya no está. And it's a kind of phrase that when put with the adjective means it's not anymore. So ya no está frío. It's not cold anymore. Ya no está sucio. It's not dirty anymore. What would it mean if I said ya no está bien? It's not okay anymore. So these are nice, short, simple phrases, but incredibly effective. So we'll start off, just listen and work out what I am saying. No está vacío. What does that mean? No está vacío. It's not empty. Aún está sucio. Aún está sucio. It's still dirty. Ya no está libre. Ya no está libre. It's not free anymore. And how about this question? ¿Está libre? ¿Está libre? Is it free? So it's exactly the same as it's free. We just changed the tone. ¿Está libre? Is it free? How about this question? What does this question mean? ¿Aún está frío? ¿Aún está frío? Is it still cold? Okay, so let's do it the other way round now. I'll give you a phrase and you say the Spanish. You may need to pause the video to give yourself some thinking time. And you can look at the table for support or just look away from the screen and try doing it more independently. Okay, so how would you say it's hot? Just going back to what we learned with the vocabulary. It's hot. What would that be? Está caliente. Está caliente. It's not dirty. What would that be? No está sucio. No está sucio. How about it's still empty? Aún está vacío. Aún está vacío. And how would you say it's not free anymore? Ya no está libre. Ya no está libre. It's not free anymore. And how would you ask the straightforward question, is it broken? So it's going to be the same as it's broken, but a change of tone. Is it broken? What would that be? ¿Está roto? ¿Está roto? How about another question? Is it still hot? ¿Aún está caliente? ¿Aún está caliente? So again, just saying it's still hot, but with a question tone of voice. How would you say it's not okay? no está bien. No está bien. How about the question? Is it okay? Is it all right? ¿Está bien? ¿Está bien? So we've got some very useful phrases here. And the good thing about this kind of approach to learning is it's very easy to expand. Let's just add in there, I think that. I think that. Creo que. Creo que is I think that. Creo que. How would you say? I think that it's broken. Creo que está roto. Creo que está roto. How about I think it's free. I think it's free. Creo que está libre. Creo que está libre. How about I think that it's still cold. Creo que aún está frío. Creo que aún está frío. And we can also add in an easy adjective. Nublado. Nublado is cloudy. Nublado. How would you say it's cloudy? Está nublado. Está nublado. How would you say it's still cloudy? Aún está nublado. Aún está nublado. It's still cloudy. How about I think it's still cloudy? Creo que aún está nublado. Creo que aún está nublado. So you should be able to see now just how quickly you can learn Spanish with the right approach. Remember, you can put your own language into the Vocab Learner. That's on the website, as previously mentioned. And also another reminder, just before we go into the more advanced part of this lesson, that the levels 1 to 6 ProSpanish course is available exclusively from prospanish.co.uk. Okay, so now for the more advanced part of the lesson, we're going to keep most of the vocabulary from before. So we've got our adjectives still there, roto, frío, caliente. But let's go to the start and see that we've got I hope that. Espero que. Espero que. I hope that. And we've got necesito que. I need that. Now you'll see in English we wouldn't often have the sentence I need that. Something is like this. We would say like I need it to be, or I need you to do something, not I need that you do something. But in Spanish the structure works differently. And after a phrase like I hope that or I need that, you'll always have the subjunctive. So the subjunctive of está in the present is esté. Esté. So just kind of the opposite ending. Esté. Therefore, it's not no esté. It's still aún esté. It's not anymore ya no esté. So let's have a few examples. Listen to what I say and see if you can work out what's being said. Espero que no esté caliente. Espero que no esté caliente. I hope that it's not hot. How about espero que aún esté libre. Espero que aún esté libre. I hope that it's still free. And the aún can go at different parts of the sentence. It could go at the end. Espero que esté libre aún. but it tends to go more in the middle of the sentence. How about this one? Necesito que no esté lleno. Necesito que no esté lleno. I need that it's not full. But we wouldn't structure it like that in English. We would say, I need it to not be full. Or, I don't want it full. How about, necesito que esté frío. I need it to be cold. I need that it's cold. I need it to be cold. How about, espero que ya no está sucio. Espero que ya no está sucio. I hope that it's not dirty anymore. Okay, now your turn. If you can, try to look away or partially look away to say these phrases in Spanish. I hope that it's full. Espero que esté lleno. Espero que esté lleno. How about, I hope that it's still okay. I hope that it's still okay. Espero que aún esté bien. Espero que aún esté bien. And you'll notice when I'm saying these sentences that although we've got it in the block, espero que, the que actually tends to kind of be closer when we're saying the phrase to the next part. So we can kind of linger and we can say, espero que esté bien, rather than espero que esté bien. So the que kind of glides more into the esté rather than stick into the espero. So rather than espero que esté bien, espero que esté bien. So it's kind of almost getting a bit swallowed up by the esté. It's not massively important, but it's just something to listen out for. Okay, how would you say, I need it to be empty. Necesito que esté vacío. Necesito que esté vacío. How about, I need it to be hot. Necesito que esté caliente. Necesito que esté caliente. And we could add in another one like dudo que. I doubt that. I doubt that is always followed by the subjunctive. Dudo que plus the subjunctive. Dudo que, I doubt that. Now if you said I don't doubt, that won't be followed by the subjunctive because there's a certainty that it's happened or it's going to happen or it's happening. So dudo que we can use I doubt that. How would you say I doubt that it's hot? Dudo que esté caliente. Dudo que esté caliente. How about I doubt it's still full. Dudo que aún esté lleno. Dudo que aún esté lleno. How about I doubt it's free. Dudo que esté libre. Dudo que esté libre. How about I don't doubt it's okay. I don't doubt that it's okay. No dudo que está bien. No dudo que está bien. It's like trick question because I said no dudo, so we had to revert back to not the subjunctive but the indicative. No dudo que está bien. I don't doubt, I have no doubt that it's okay. And that concludes today's Pro-Spanish lesson. As mentioned earlier, if you're looking to become a confident and a competent speaker, then head over to prospanish.co.uk where you can download the full Levels 1 to 6 course.